What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. It's Jordan here, also known as Jordy B, and I have fallen in love again with crocheting. I did a challenge kind of from October to December, crocheting every day until I finished all my Christmas gifts, and that went so well that I've been crocheting like a mad woman ever since. So today I'm going to be talking about my kind of project board for 2026. I had a lot of good projects in 2025, but I definitely didn't make as much as I wanted to. So today we're gonna go through all of my potential projects for the year, things that I've been thinking about, techniques I want to learn, and projects that I definitely for sure want to finish. So let's get to my Pinterest board. Starting off first, of course, it's hats. I love hats. I'm always making hats. Hats is probably my most made, actually, it's not probably, it most definitely is my most made project when I crochet. It's something that's really easy, it's done very quickly, and I get lots of compliments on them. Also, it's something that I can wear kind of with anything. I feel like with wearables, crochet like garments kind of have a look and you have to style them a certain way, but with hats, you wear them whenever you want to. So for my hats, first and foremost, we have Tunisian crochet hats. I got a Tunisian hook with the two hooks on each side, and it's because I wanted to start making Tunisian crochet beanies. I've already made 3 this year, so we can check that off the list. But yes, definitely Tunisian crochet hats. Along with that, I also am really into this beanie trend right now. I have a couple of beanies that I wanted to try. Number one is this kind of mohair fuzzy beanie. I don't know, something about like that kind of blurry texture in between each line, but the colors is so cute to me. And I think they would be like really kind of iconic. You know, I think a lot of people will be like, oh my gosh, I want one, right? Another beanie that I want to make are these little like slouchy beanies. They're regular beanies, but they're like really long, so they kind of flop over to the side. They give you kind of like ski resort vibes or like, you know, winter wonderland. And I just love, especially when they have that kind of thicker yarn too. It's like a little bit oversized. It's really cute and seems like really simple to make. So definitely a project I'll kind of throw in between bigger projects. I also really want to get into, it's not tapestry crochet when it's done like on a hat, but you know those hats that have like the little designs kind of inside the pattern, like we use 2 colors to create the design. Specifically the star beanie right here I think is so cute, and I don't know, I feel like you learn like one star and then you can make like a whole host of projects. I would love to do one with like my name or maybe like a month or like a school or something, like, but I think it'll be really simple. Another beanie, cat beanies and beanies of like different shapes. I want to do dog ears, bunny ears, all that stuff too, but specifically this cat in the this is not cat in the hat. I'm not sure what this is. I'll put the name right here, but it's like a cool cat beanie. But I want to make this because I have a friend who's like a teacher and she loves this book and I love this book, and it'd be cute for us to have matching hats. We already have one set of matching hats. It's like cat beanies, but they're like furry, so maybe keep the tradition alive, I guess. There's this beanie right here with a little like angle. It's like this cute beanie with the anger mark like in the animes and stuff, and I think this is so cute. And I think it would be really cool if I made like a bunch of pins, like, you know, those little like emotion like icons from Animal Crossing. It'd be cute to like make pins that I could put on my beanies of each one of those. But yeah, I thought this was so cute, and it's like so simple, but I don't know, something about it is just like very like precise and elegant, and I think it'd be so fun to make it this year, you know. More hats, the Spider-Man bonnet. Now I've been wanting to do the beanies with like little ear tabs for a while now, but I'm not really sure like how to make one that I think would actually be cute and I'd actually like to wear. But I love the Spider-Man beanie from whatever the name of that movie was. Wow, I'm forgetting everything today. But it's like from the Spider-Verse beanie is what I call it. It's so cute, especially like these little braided tassels and stuff. Like iconic, darling, iconic. That'd be great. Same thing with like the star beanie, but with Spider-Man eyes. I thought that would be cool too. I guess, you know, Spider-Man is supposed to come out next year, I think, or maybe it's 2027, I don't know. But these are like simple designs that I think will be a good challenge for me, having to deal with like more advanced color work and some more shaping things and then making shapes and even like sewing things onto other things. These are the last 3, because I'll include this headband in the beanie category, the hat category. It's headwear, so it counts. Basically, there's this like star kind of headband, but I don't want to just do stars. I want to try like a variety of different things. But I believe in this picture, actually, this is knitted and not crocheted. But that's not a problem. The whole point is though, trying to get like making images within my crochet projects is a technique that I really want to focus on this year. And also, this is just so cutie. Like, they'd be adorable kind of any time of the year, summer, winter, fall, spring, whatever. Last but not least, it's the Loverboy Charles Jeffrey Loverboy hats in general. I have two here. This one is like the cat hat and this one is the bunny hat. But now that I have Tunisian crochet hooks and I think my hat making skills have gotten like way better than like the previous years, I want to start making those hats because I think they're so cute and I don't have to spend like $200 on them because I can make it myself. And then plus also it will help me practice like my sewing skills as far as fixing the ears. The only problem I see myself having with this project is getting the paneling right because they have this iconic like little seams on the side. There's 3. And since I wouldn't be crocheting it like in one big hat, I probably have to do it like in short rows. But that is a problem we will face when we actually do the project. And that is all for the hat category. Next, we're getting into garments. That's right. I've done a lot of accessories. Accessories are a great way to start crocheting. They're really easy to do, but I think now I'm grown up. I'm more advanced and I'm ready to start wearing some items that I would actually wear in my daily life. So first up, we have this asymmetrical top. I saw this girl make this on TikTok and I thought it was so cute. But in general, like I'm kind of into this whole like lacy vibe and it's just like very impressive looking. That's something that really kind of drives my crochet projects are projects that seem like kind of like, oh my gosh, you made this? I like a little pat in the back, you know, so it's good to have projects that look impressive like that. And here's another pattern for it. It's very interesting. I love the sleeves. I love kind of this little like radial design that's going on here. It starts in the flower and it kind of just like fans out afterwards. And it actually, like when looking at the stitches themselves, doesn't seem like super overcomplicated. Just requires, you know, some attention to detail, but I'm excited. It's gonna be a cute shirt and it looks like something I would definitely wear, like it's in my style. Number 2 is this poncho. They're getting kind of a theme here with this lacy stuff. I do want to get into lace work, but I'll cover that later on in the video. But this poncho is so cute, made with like these chains and everything. It's like little flower appliques and stuff. I don't know necessarily that I'm going to do this poncho in specific, but I definitely want to get into the crochet poncho, even something like this, like, or even like this or like that. Like these are just really cute kind of lacy summer tops, but they're ponchos. Next up is this right here. I saw this girl on TikTok make a like crochet caftan. It wasn't exactly like this, but the desire is to get one of those like a large flowing garments, like a muumuu. Like I have several muumuus. I love muumuus. I live in a muumuu. It's so comfortable. And I would love to make one out of crochet. I think this would be so cute, especially I could take it to the beach as a cover up. I already have a cover up top that I am in love with and I wear to the pool or like in summertime whenever we're out. And I would love to add to that collection with this kind of caftan situation. Like this is gorgeous. I probably won't do this whole stripe thing, but something kind of inspired by that for sure. Dude, next up is pants, girl. I wanted to make crochet pants this year and the year before. Those were both on my list. But when I got the granny square yarn from Joann's, may she rest in peace, it didn't work. So instead, I'm just gonna have to do the color changes by myself. But it doesn't necessarily have to be these pants, but I do love the granny square pants as an idea. This looks really cute, and I prefer this opposed to like the regular crochet pants. I prefer the granny square opposed to like this kind of regular striped with a granny square like stitch on it. To me, this is something that, like this right here, for instance, is definitely a lot closer to what I would wear day to day. And that's kind of a big point with me, with my wearables at least, is that I want to make items that like I would actually wear frequently, or at least more than once. Because my hats I wear all the time, but I like have made like 2 wearable items and they kind of just sit in my crochet bag because it's not. Next item is this. Now I'm doing 2 categories because this is like a crochet sweater plus crochet long sleeve top, but I have this kind of like mesh-ish knit top that I love wearing, and I want to try to recreate that in crochet. And I would say this top kind of has that same style of like a cotton sweater and maybe like a wider neck and longer sleeves kind of, but it seems super simple. All you have to do is make, you know, your front panel rectangle, back panel rectangle, and then sleeves, and it's not a lot of shaping, which I think is a good first like proper shirt project. Next is this hoodie right here. This is another carryover from like years past. I've been wanting to make like a crochet zip up or a crochet hoodie. It would be, you know, it would be so cute if I made this into a matching set and do a granny square hoodie and then granny square pants and have a set of 2 items. That might be a project, so check that out for later this year. That might be a video, but it's just so cute to me, even just like with the colors on the border and stuff. Like, this is adorable. And now that I can really granny square for real, like, it's not gonna be as hard. It's gonna be time consuming, but you know, what I've learned, if anything, from my crocheting challenge is that there is enough time in every day as long as you plan ahead. So definitely looking forward to something like this. Next, we're getting into some more accessories. Specifically, I wanted to make some socks. Again, I have my Tunisian crochet hook, my double-ended one, which means I can Tunisian crochet in the round, so I can kind of get this knit look for like socks. I wouldn't be making socks that I would actually wear like outside with boots, but definitely socks that I would treat more like slippers. But these are so cutie. These are probably knit. Oh no, these are Tunisian crochet socks. Interesting. I would like to do this, especially because like the body is easy to do, but like doing toe and heel construction is definitely a skill that I have to get to learn. And I really want to try to expand my knowledge of like shaping and like pattern reading and being able to do things like that. So I think socks are a great challenge, and they're an easy starter project, and they're small. That's the most important thing. Sometimes my stamina when it comes to projects is very, very low. Like, I get tired of projects easily and they like just get sat somewhere, and I don't want that to happen this time. So definitely gonna try with the socks. Bags, I do want to do a crochet bag, not just this bag, but like kind of any bag. I want to just like do a big bag, but also I wanted to try doing like a tapestry crochet bag as well. Tapestry is definitely one of those items that is on my like techniques to learn list for 2026. I think it's so intricate and it's so brilliant. I've seen so many amazing projects, like even in like the recommended on this board, like this cat that is crochet. That's crazy. It looks like a flat image, like the stars right here, like all this stuff. And then also I think what it will be is like good practice, because there is like a tapestry that I would like to make for somebody, and as of right now I don't think my skills are dialed in yet. So a bag like this is definitely a good start. As well, for accessories, scarves. I love scarves. I made another one this year. The ones that I have made I thought are really cute, and now I'm at the point where I would like to get into scarves with actual patterns on it, like this. For example, this Hello Kitty scarf, or the Sanrio rather. The Sanrio scarf is something I want to make. I also want to just make more Sanrio items in general. I'm a big Cimarron fan. I love Hello Kitty. I love Mocha. So having some Sanrio themed things is definitely a task for this year, and nothing can start better than with this scarf. It is so cute, and it will be a good challenge as I kind of progress in my like tapestry trials and tribulations. Blankets. I have 2 on the list. Number 1 is just a large blanket in general. I've made 2 blankets to date, one for each of my grandmothers. One was like hand, like finger knitting, I guess, with like big chenille yarn, or hand knitting with chenille yarn. And then the other one was made with double crochets. I don't want to do that again. It was very hard. So the next blanket I do decide to endeavor in most definitely needs to be a blanket that has a variety of stitches maybe, or a special stitch pattern, or is like the blanket you see here that is made with granny squares. I don't know that I would do a granny square blanket like this, because sewing grannies, I hate sewing in ends, which I mean, par for the course for most crocheters. Like, not a fun time to me, not a big fan of it. And then having to sew in this many ends and also have to sew things together really seems irritating right here in my brain. I can already see like a headache forming right there. So if we're gonna put a pause on this, I don't know if it's gonna be granny squares or what, but I do just want to have a nice crochet large sized afghan. The one my grandmother has is like large, but it's more like long than it is like wide, and it's large enough for her to just like snuggle up under. But I want to make a blanket that's big enough for like for my bed or whatever, and it might end up being like one of those star blankets or something else, I'm not sure. Also, I would love to make a blanket. They have this Karen yarn. It's the gradient yarn that goes from like pink to white, and then you can buy one that's like blue to white, things like that. I would love to do a big one of those blankets, and that kind of like thicker fluffy yarn with that gradient. It's so beautiful. And then for the other blanket, it is this blanket right here, done in what I believe is called mosaic crochet. It's like the mosaic stitch. There's another blanket, but let's see, okay, like they have another blanket like this, for instance, where you can like make like a full picture with it. But I just want to try mosaic crochet in general, and that kind of brings us into our next category, which is like techniques or overarching like motifs that I want to get into. But the mosaic crochet is just, to me, it's like super clean, very brilliant, very nice, aesthetically pleasing, and presents a new challenge for me. Definitely, I think I've kind of mastered your basic stitches and working in the round, increasing, decreasing and stuff. And so something like mosaic crochet is something I want to get into for sure. And that goes the same for tapestry crochet. I in general just want to start making tapestries. I have nothing on my walls. My walls are bare, and that's mostly because I get freaked out by eyes. Like, I feel like the people in my posters are watching me. But I think for some reason crochet will make that less weird. So I want to start making some tapestries. I'm also doing a challenge right now where I'm trying to read a book, at least a minimum one book every month. And I would love to do tapestries of the covers of the books as I finish them, you know? So I'm not promising that's going to happen, but it would be nice to kind of let my interest kind of emerge a little bit. It'd be nice to use that skill and also display what I've been reading lately. I definitely want to get into amigurumi. I've made one amigurumi item to date. It was a heart. I don't know if I have a picture of that still, but I had given it to one of my teammates, and that was pretty simple. But I would say I struggled getting the sewing right, because like for the two humps of the heart, you have to kind of sew them together, and they were always kind of just a little bit off center. But it was still cute. But like even like this bunny is like so adorable, and I just want to practice that. I want to make sure that I'm like a well-rounded crocheter. You know, I'm really good at doing hats. I'm gonna say really good, but I'm very solid with my color work and color changes and stuff like that. And I work in a lot of like small accessories, but I want to get into making plushies as well. And this is so cute. And look at this. It's like the same thing, but there's a little hoodie, little outfit for it. I would love to get into making these dolls and stuff, and then making outfits for them. And I think even with that, doing like actual crochet books, I might get into some more like crochet literature and trying to like improve my pattern reading skills. And a perfect way to practice that is with these little amigurumis. And you get to learn shaping as well. Like, it's a great skill. Like, there's a lot of techniques involved in amigurumi, and I think it would be fun. And plus, it would only add to my stuffed animal addiction. I love stuffed animals. As you can see by my bed, there's so many. Why not add a couple more that I made myself? Filet crochet. These are really cool. That's all I have to say. I mean, it was a big trend last year, and you know me, I try to let the hype die down on things before I do it myself, because God forbid I follow a trend. No, but you know, I don't feel like I was in a place last year where I could really like pull this off. But I think now I'm definitely at the skill level where like this is possible for me. So I would love to do something in this kind of style, whether it be a top or just like something that I can like hang up on the wall or something. And last but not least on the list is this. I want to start getting into lace work. I say this for last because it's going to be basically my next project. I've made my Tunisian crochet hats. I have 3 of them. I will show you at the end of the video if you want to see. And that's been going really well. I've been making a lot of hats. But the next thing I want to get into is lace work. I'm going to start with doilies because, like I said, I like small projects that can be finished and done couple of days to a week, and projects that are very self-contained and don't require a lot of sewing and all that other stuff. And I feel like doilies are a good way to learn lace work. So, you know, a couple days I'll be at Michael's getting some cotton lace weight yarn. I have my tiny hooks that's in my crochet kit that I can start to use with these, and it's just so cute. It's so dainty. It's kind of vintage. It's very much like an olden days kind of thing, and there are a lot of intricate patterns and unique things you can do with doilies. My goal is to get to a point where I can make myself a veil. I think that'd be so cute. Here I go again with the word cute, lol. But yeah, I'm gonna start with doilies, and then we're gonna eventually branch ourselves out into making a veil. I want to make a poncho. I want to make like maybe some hand covers, or maybe even a skirt. I can make a lace skirt. That'd be cute. But yeah, the world of lace is very vast, and I think my entry into it right now is crochet. And who knows, maybe I'll get good at that and decide to start hand sewing my own lace next. But these are all of the projects that I want to complete by the end of this year. I try to be conservative with the amount that I actually put on my board because I want to actually complete this list, and hopefully as I go through my projects, I can go back on this list and mark them off. I can already mark off one right here with the beanies, just like that. And yeah, hopefully we will be on this journey. I will be a good creator and film myself making all these items, and you can see my journey and my progress as I get through this board, and hopefully I can see your pieces. What is on your crochet Pinterest board or your like project list for 2026? I would love to see what you're making, and we can talk about it together in the comments down below. Yeah, that's all my projects for this year. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's probably a little longer than what I expected, but I'm super excited for this next year and all things that have to come with it, and hopefully I'm good in keeping the camera on and you'll be right along there. Goodness. Hopefully I'll keep the camera on and you will be right there alongside me as I go through this journey of life. So that is all on the Jordan Tip Crochet Edition, and I'll see you later. Bye.